Welcome to the Explainer. So let's just dive right in. When you're planning a massive event, or even just a big backyard party, your mind instantly goes to the big ticket items, right? You're thinking about that giant water slide, the colorful bounce house, maybe even the table centerpieces. But today, we're going to explore the surprisingly profound impact of a single, often totally forgotten piece of party equipment. We're looking at insights from event rental experts to figure out why upgrading this one specific background item can literally transform your entire event. Our main focus today? The incredible and honestly highly underrated benefits of peace and quiet. So I want you to really think about this for a second. What is the single most overlooked party rental? Think about it. You've already booked the bounce house, right? You've got the tables, the chairs, the pop-up tents, maybe even a concession machine. What crucial item is missing from that list? Well, if your party's at a park, a church, or a community space without reliable power, the answer is a generator. But wait, not just any generator. The type of generator you choose is actually the absolute make-or-break factor for your entire event's atmosphere. And this right here perfectly illustrates exactly why that is. Look at side A. That's the reality of standard equipment, a constant, deafening hum that just dominates the entire afternoon. But then look at side B. That's what you actually want at a party. Music, laughter, kids playing, the whole shebang. Because let's be real, nobody, and I mean nobody, rents a giant water slide just to spend their Saturday listening to a heavy-duty engine rumble. Choosing the right power source is literally the difference between a totally ruined atmosphere and a flawless party vibe. Which brings us to Section 1, the hidden party ruiner. So we've got to talk about the universal frustration of standard construction-style generators. Honestly, they're built for rugged work sites, not for your kid's birthday party or community festival. When hosts rely on these super loud traditional generators just to keep the inflatables going, they inadvertently introduce this massive stressor right into their carefully planned environment. Let's look at the real costs of all this loud background noise. I mean, every parent knows this feeling. Your kids are having the absolute time of their lives in the bounce house, and you need to tell them it's time for cake. But over the roar of a traditional generator, your voice is completely lost. So what happens? Kids can't hear their parents. Guests are basically forced to shout just to have a normal, everyday conversation. Important announcements are just completely missed, and the overall atmosphere just becomes grating and, well, really annoying. You spend so much time and energy planning an event, only to have the vibe ruined by the very thing powering it. Moving on to Section 2, benefits of peace and quiet. The solution to this whole auditory nightmare? Upgrading to a super quiet inverter generator. And listen, this isn't just some minor luxury, it's a fundamental shift in how your event actually operates. When you remove that harsh mechanical roar, you instantly unlock a bunch of sensory and practical benefits that change the entire day for the better. The specific data behind this silence? 52 to 60. That is the exact decibel range at which a super quiet 7,000-watt inverter generator operates. To put that into perspective for you, that is significantly quieter than standard construction generators. It's actually closer to the volume of a normal household conversation, or even just your refrigerator running in the kitchen. It means that obnoxious background hum fades away, parents can communicate easily, guests can chat without raising their voices, and absolutely everyone can actually hear the announcements. Okay, Section 3, happy neighbors, clear voices. You see, the benefits of specialized quiet equipment extend way beyond just the event host and their immediate guests. It actually heavily impacts the surrounding environment, which is honestly a totally critical consideration for any successful event planner. The crucial point here is the element of time. Running a loud machine for 6 to 8 hours straight, that isn't just an annoyance, it becomes a genuine nuisance. If you're hosting a backyard party, your guests aren't the only ones listening to that engine all day long. Your neighbors are too. By using an inverter generator, you're guaranteeing way less disruption and a much better atmosphere. So whether you're in a tightly packed neighborhood or a big community space, a quieter environment simply makes the whole experience vastly more relaxed and enjoyable for absolutely everyone within earshot. Section 4, the public park problem. Now, you might be wondering, why do you even need a generator in the first place? Can't you just, plug into an outlet? Well, take cities like Phoenix, Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, Scottsdale, Tempe, and Queen Creek. What do they all have in common? They no longer provide power access at their public parks. And let me tell you, this is a massive surprise to so many event planners. They reserve this beautiful park pavilion for a birthday party, assume there's going to be electrical outlets available, and then show up to discover there's absolutely zero usable power for their rented inflatables. None. This widespread policy change is exactly why securing your own independent, quiet power source is the #1 rule of modern park party planning. Let's jump into Section 5, powering the big fun. Okay, I know what some of you might be thinking right now. Sure, the inverter generator is quiet, but is it actually powerful enough? You might assume that opting for peace and quiet means you have to sacrifice all the electrical muscle. But as our sources show us, that is a total misconception. A super quiet 7,000-watt inverter generator easily handles bounce houses, massive water slides, combo inflatables, huge obstacle courses, you name it. Even interactive inflatable games. It comes equipped with 2 to 4 available outlets, each pushing 10 to 15 amps, plus a splitter for even more access. This means you have the total flexibility to run multiple major attractions at the exact same time without even breaking a sweat. It really is perfect for church festivals, school events, or large HOA gatherings.
And how the power is delivered matters just as much as how much power is delivered. Inverter technology actually produces cleaner and much more stable power than traditional generators. So for inflatable blowers, this means dependable, continuous running. For your DJ sound equipment, it provides incredibly stable, interference-free power without that annoying audio hum in the background. And for any sensitive electronics or lighting, it ensures perfectly safe and efficient operation. You are quite literally actively protecting your expensive event equipment just by using the right power source.
Now I want you to anchor your attention on this number right here, 18. 18 hours. That is the maximum runtime you can get out of one of these super quiet generators, depending on the load, of course. And even better, event rental professionals actually deliver them with a completely full tank of gas. This kind of logistical reliability means you aren't sprinting out to the gas station mid-party with a jerry can, totally stressing about the obstacle course deflating. No way. You just turn it on and it works. Flawlessly, all day long. Finally, Section 6, Ultimate Peace of Mind. I want to leave you with this final, really powerful thought. You cannot put a price on peace of mind. When you combine that 52 decibel quietness, the 7,000 watts of super stable power, and those 18 hours of runtime, what you are really getting is freedom from anxiety. You can actually focus on enjoying the party you worked so incredibly hard to plan. The kids can hear you, the neighbors are happy, and the power is flawlessly running your biggest attractions. You might not be able to buy peace of mind directly at a store, for sure, but securing the right whisper-quiet equipment for your next event is undoubtedly the absolute closest thing to it. So, what detail will you look at differently the next time you plan a big gathering? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.